No deal, at least not for now, in the criminal case involving Hunter Biden, the president's son, pleading not guilty today to tax charges at a federal court in Delaware. Now, a plea deal had been in place, but the judge had concerns about the agreement in place with prosecutors. WATE 6 on your side legal analyst Greg Isaacs joins us now to explain. Greg, thank you for being here.
Lori, it's good to be here.
All right, weeks ago, the word was Hunter Biden would plead guilty. Today, he didn't.
In a dramatic 3-hour hearing in federal court, the plea agreement that was being watched around the world collapsed. And Lori, it was remarkable not only that it collapsed, but the way it collapsed.
Yeah, let's take people back to what was in place and then what may be next.
Well, the agreement was Hunter Biden had failed to pay $1.2 million in taxes. He was going to plead to 2 misdemeanor tax counts, and they were linked to a diversion agreement regarding a gun charge. He was being investigated for being an addicted person possessing a firearm, and those 2 agreements were part of a package plea agreement. But what the government did and the defense lawyers is they added some language in the diversion agreement. That means basically you're not going to be charged. You're going to be on probation for 2 years and then it's dismissed, but that he could not be charged with any future crimes. During the hearing, the judge, a Trump appointee, looked at the lawyers. This is when you wish federal court allowed cameras in the courtroom, and said, are you telling me that this is a broad immunity agreement that would forever bar Hunter Biden from being prosecuted for any other crimes? The prosecution said, no, that's not correct. The defense jumped up and said, this deal is null and void. They asked for a recess. Lawyers go out and confer as the world is watching this train wreck. They come back and say, we're willing to go forward with the deal.
Judge, yeah. How unusual is it for a judge to do that? You never hear about this.
Right, because when they came back, the judge said, no, I don't feel comfortable taking your agreement. I want you to explain to me the legal principles that justify this broad and far-reaching immunity agreement. So Hunter Biden was forced to plead not guilty. The judge said he may consider the agreement. But Lori, this never happens in federal court because, you know, in any case you want to dot your I's, cross your T's. But in the highest of high-profile cases, you know, you've run this up the flagpole time and time again. You've computed your client's guidelines. You've negotiated. The Department of Justice has ran this up all the way to the top. But I'll tell you what I think happened. The court of public opinion became involved. There's been congressional hearings about whistleblowers that were testifying that Hunter Biden was receiving favorable treatment. Agents were saying that their input was ignored. So I think basically judges tell you they don't read the news, jurors tell you they don't watch TV, but they do. And I think that media coverage, that storm of criticism for this misdemeanor deal, and let me tell you about that on the front end.
We're almost out of time.
Misdemeanors and diversion agreements in federal court are about as frequent as seeing Bigfoot in Campbell County. They never happen. So really amazing, but this deal blew up and blew up big.
All right, we'll be talking about what happens next time.
Good to see you.
Thank you, Greg. All right, if you have a legal question, send it to AskIsaacs@WATE.com. And remember, we talk with Greg every Wednesday right here at 5:30 on WATE 6 on your side.